in softball action. A walk-off victory for Salve Regina baseball over at Reynolds Field. Cicada at the plate with the bases loaded and just one out in the bottom of the ninth inning. 9-9 the score. 9-3 here at Toppa Field. Ed Habishaw and Jacob Florent on the call. Hannah Filio on the production and Sarah DeWolf on the live stats. Two 2-0 on Brown. She started out at first base and is now the pitcher.
That pitch is a strike.
60th pitch thrown by Courtney Lotta. Seahawks starter in game 2. Andi Nelson had a 2-hit shutout in game 1 as Salve Regina won 4-0 over Gordon College. It was the 47th meeting between the two schools in softball. This one the 48th. Salve Regina is now 34-13 all time against Gordon College. These teams split in Wenham, Massachusetts just a year ago. Gordon took a neutral game in the postseason, winning 4-1 in Beverly. Nice grab by Nikki Vanelli in foul territory. Seahawks with 8 runs in the third inning. They came into that frame trailing 3-1. The Scots have scored a run in each of the first 3 innings. And now Brown is looking to make it 4 innings as she has a 1-out single to center field. Brings up the first baseman, Caitlin Catalanato.
Looks like Andi Nelson coming in to pitch. Courtney Lotta.
You are correct, Jacob. I looked down to the bullpen and didn't see anybody warming up. That's because Andi Nelson had already warmed up and was ready to come out of the dugout. So she's into the pitcher's circle. Seahawk infield gathered there with Janelle Quinto. Nelson will take some warm-ups and we'll take a break.
Back on the mound.
We are back at Toppa Field, and a quick update from Reynolds Field. Salve Regina baseball with the walk-off victory, 10-9 over Western New England in Game 1. Anthony Ciesco delivered a 2-out, bases-loaded single that brought home Jack Betts from third base. Seahawks winning 10-9 in the opener. They'll play Game 2 shortly, a short time from now at Reynolds. And the fielder's choice grounder by Catalanato gets Brown at second base. FC for the batter, and 6-4 for Brown coming from first base. Backhanded play by Amanda Riley over to Kendall Dupre covering. And that's out number 2. Lily Rivera at the plate, third baseman.
That pitch is right to Kendall Dupre. Gets the out.
So no runs on 1 hit, no errors and 1 left. After 3.5, it's Salve Regina 9 and Gordon 3. Welcome back to Toppa Field in Newport, Rhode Island, home of Salve Regina softball. Seahawks with a 9-3 lead, batting in the bottom of the 4th inning against Gordon College.
Now batting is number 6, Holly Catius.
Catius doubled in the 3rd inning, part of a 8-run frame for Salve Regina. 8 runs on 9 hits in the 3rd inning for Salve. Seahawks scored 2 runs in the 9th inning over at Reynolds Field to salvage or disappoint Golden Bear fans. Western New England scored 9 runs in the last 2 innings to take a 9-8 lead. And the Seahawks got a home run from Zach Smith, part of a 4-hit, 4-run batted in, 4-run scored day for the Seahawks senior. 2 of his hits were home runs. Keith is now in a 3-2 count as the leadoff batter here in the 4th. Up the middle and through. A single for Holly Catius.
Now batting is number 2, Maddie Machado.
Machado 2 for 2 in this game. Scored a run in the 2nd. Had an RBI single in the 3rd. And she was out at the plate trying to score on a comebacker to the pitcher. Off-speed pitch fooled her. She was ahead of that. Swing and a miss. Bounce to shortstop. Force at second. Not in time at first. Fielder's choice for Machado. And Kathios out on the play, 6-4.
Now batting, Emily Angel.
Emily Angel at the plate. Angel 2 for 2 in this game, a single and a double. Has driven in a run and scored a run. Two-0 pitch swung on a miss. Strike one, and Machado on first base with one out. That's in the air to right field. Making the catch in foul territory is Emma Dubois. For out number 2, Machado still on first. Sarah, that'll be FF9 for the batter. Brings up Kendall Dupre. Dupre singled in a run in the second, and she sends that to deep left field.
It's caught
Great catch.
by the left fielder.
Carissa Hatchell with the grab going back to the fence out in left field. Seahawks, no runs on one hit, no errors and one left in the fourth. We head to the top of the fifth inning, 9-3 the score. Salve Regina ahead of Gordon. Jasmine Mullally is now in the designated hitter spot. She was a starting pitcher. She's responsible for all 9 runs that scored for the Seahawks in this game thus far. And now she's at the plate as a designated hitter. Fouls off the first pitch from Andi Nelson.
Takes a side. Number 1 is the count.
Nelson, the Game 1 winner. Seahawks with a 4-0 decision over Gordon College. Nelson improving to 9-3 in her pitching record, as well as lowering her earned run average. Another foul, 1-2 count. A final for women's lacrosse at Gaudet Field, 22-7 over Nichols College. So that pitch is low for a ball, 2-2. Grounded to shortstop Riley. Over to Emily
Gets the
Angel.
outer first.
One up, one down. 6-3 on the play. Rose Shannon, the center fielder, will step into the batter's box.
Pitch is outside. Called strike.
So Seahawks seniors Lindsey Smith, Kerry Beelan, Victoria Johnson, and Olivia Sliz celebrating senior day in style with a 22-7 victory. As that comebacker to Nelson gets Rose Shannon out at first base. 1-3 on the play. Salve Regina softball will have its senior day for 4 captains on 3 weeks from today. Saturday, April 27, when the Seahawks host Wentworth in a doubleheader. And those 3 seniors are, let's see if Jacob can give them to me in alphabetical order. Who would be first?
Amanda Riley, Megan Guest, and Lindsay Florent.
And Holly Cathius.
Holly Cathius.
Yeah, Florent, Guest, and Riley arrived the same year as freshmen, and Cathius came the following year. They're all members of the class of 2019. Two balls, one strike on the shortstop Hunt. Gabby, a freshman from Millbury, Mass. And if we're going by last name only, Florent leads off as the alphabetical first senior. Florent, Guest, Cathius, and Riley. And that's ball 4. A 2-out walk issued to Gabby Hunt. Brings up right fielder Emma Dubois. Dubois 0 for 2. Both at-bats were against starter Courtney Lotta. She flied out to Lindsay Florent in left and struck out swinging. Nelson delivers a first pitch strike. That's soft line drive. Kendall Dupre has it in her tracks for the final out of the 5th inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Seahawks still leading 9-3. Salve Regina, the home team here at Toppa Field, and Megan Guest, the first batter for the home team in the bottom of the 5th inning, leading 9-3. Megan Guest, 1 for 2 in this game, had an RBI in the 3rd inning with her single up the middle.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Making guess goes down on strikes. Now batting is number 11, Lindsay Florent.
Florent singled in a run and scored in the 3rd inning. She's batting for the 4th time in this game. She's the top of the order for the Seahawks. First pitch, a called strike. Lindsay now batting 364 on the season. That's what you want out of your leadoff batter.
Called strike through. Count is 0-2 on Lindsay Florent. That pitch is outside, 1-2. That pitch is outside, 2-2 is the count. That's a single up the middle for Lindsay Florent.
Hard hit ball by the senior left fielder.
Now batting number 1, Nikki Vanelli.
Jacob, did you hear what Nikki did the other night?
I did. She had a walk-off home run in the first game.
She did.
My dad told me after I had practice for baseball.
It's going to be a double play as that soft liner caught by the shortstop over to first base. Inning over for the Seahawks. No runs on 1 hit. No errors and nobody left. We head to the 6th inning. It's 9-3 Salve Regina. Top of the 6th inning, Salve Regina leading Gordon College 9-3. An 8-run third, the most damaged by the Seahawks. Andi Nelson in the pitch for starter Courtney Lotta. She's behind the count to the top of the order for the Scots. Megan Jenkerson, 2-0. Ed Habishaw and Jacob Florent here on the call. Sarah DeWolf on the live stats and Hannah Filio on the production. Lots of activity in sports for Seahawk Athletics. Pair of lacrosse games at Rhode Field, both celebrating senior days, their final home weekend contests for men's and women's lacrosse. Women's team already won 22-7 over Nichols, and the men will be getting underway against the Bison at 4 p.m. 3-1 pitch fouled to the screen. Full count now on Jenkerson. She's the top of the order for Gordon College and leading off here in the 6th inning. And Salve Baseball back on campus on Reynolds Field had a dramatic come from behind win, 10-9.
Oh.
Seahawks were leading 8-0 into the 8th inning. And 4 runs scored by the Golden Bears in that frame, made it an 8-4 score. 5 runs scored by the Golden Bears in the 9th inning, put them ahead 9-8. Zach Smith hit his second home run of the game to tie it at 9-9. That's grounded to Vanelli at third. Over to Angel. Throw off the glove. And Jenkinson will reach on the error and get to second as the ball went out of play. It's going to be an E3M space A5. M as in muff. So the first baseman is charged with a muffed throw. The assist goes to the third baseman. And then a plus, E3M space A5 space plus. So the leadoff batter is now on second base. Jenkinson there for Carissa Hatchell, the left fielder. Hatchell, a sophomore from Eaton, Colorado. First pitch in there for a strike. That's a hard hit ball. Center field. It's going to reach the fence and score. Jenkinson from second. A double for Hatchell. That run will be unearned. But it's the first run scored against Andi Nelson in action today. Unearned as it is. RBI for Hatchell. Jenkinson scoring.
Check swing.
Brown at the plate. It is a check swing ball. One 1-0 on Brown, the pitcher. That's into center field and dropping. Guest has it quickly over to Riley. Runners at the corners on back-to-back base hits for Gordon College.
A lot of action on the Gordon Bennett. The Gordon Bull.
The visiting dugout is on the third base side here at Toppa Field. Seahawks in the home dugout on the first base side. Andi Nelson had been cruising along. Then the leadoff batter Jenkinson reaches on an error.
Foul tip into the glove. Called strike.
Oh, and 1 count on Catalanato. Caitlin swings and misses.
Count is 0-2.
Jacob Caitlin was the starting pitcher in game 1. She went the distance. Gave up 4 runs. And then in this game, she started out as the designated hitter. Entered as the first baseman when Brown moved from first to pitch. So the runner at third, Hatchell, holds on the wild pitch. Brown does get down to second base. Count goes to 2-2 on Catalanato. A pair of Scots in scoring position. Swing and a miss.
Strike 3.
That's the first out of the inning. Brings up the third baseman, Lily Rivera.
Now batting, Lily
Rivera,
Rivera.
1 for 2, a walk. She scored a run in the third. That was unearned. Nelson requests a new ball.
Swing and a miss.
Counts 1-1. One and two after that fouled pitch. Just missing there for a ball.
Some comments from the Salve fans. It's been a couple times that's happened in this game.
Count now full. That's in the air and drifting out of play in right field. Count remains full on Rivera. One out, Brown at second, Hatchell at third. In the air and out of play on the right side again. 9-4 the score. The Scots have pushed across an unearned run in this inning, with the leadoff batter Jenkinson reaching on an error, followed by hits from Hatchell and Brown. Double by Hatchell and a single by Brown. That was a foul tip.
Holly couldn't get in her glove.
Another foul tip.
Looks like 2 foul tips.
Grounder at the middle. Dupre with it. She'll get the out at first. Run scores. That run will be unearned as well, as the second out should have been the third out. It's an RBI for Rivera on the ground out. Brown to third, Hatchell to score. It's 9-5. Jasmine Mullally at the plate. Swing and a miss.
Strike 1. Strike 2. Good pitch from Andi Nelson. That's a ball. That was 1-2. victory.
Nelson gets the K to end the inning. The Scots scored 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left, or 1 left. After 5.5 from Toppa Field, it's Salve Regina 9 and Gordon College 5. In women's lacrosse action today, Salve Regina defeated Nichols College 22-7. 7 goals from junior Maddie Villarreal, daughter of head coach Bill Villarreal. Seahawks scored 16 in the first half, had a 16-5 lead, and then finished with a 22-7 victory over Nichols College. Salve Regina women's lacrosse improves to 5-3 on the year, 2-2 in Commonwealth Coast Conference play. And the Bison fall to 2-9 overall. They are winless, 0-5 in CCC action. Senior Kerry Beeland had a game-high 3 ground balls for the Seahawks. She and her classmates Lindsay Smith, Victoria Johnson, and Olivia Sliz celebrating Senior Day. We are here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ed Habashore and Jacob Florent, and the Seahawks batting with a 9-5 lead. Who's at the plate, Jacob?
Amanda Riley. And that's a base hit. Past the second baseman.
First pitch swinging for Amanda Riley. It's her 3rd hit of the game. She's 3/4 of the way towards a cycle, Jacob. She has a double, a triple, and now a single. What does she need for that cycle?
Home run.
You got it. She was close in game 1 with a home run. She had 2 triples in that game, and one of them was so deep into left center. So pinch hitter Ali Guzmano will bat for right fielder J.C. Garrigan with Amanda Riley on first base. Riley now batting over 400 on the year. Guzmano, the pinch hitter for J.C. Garrigan. First pitch swinging.
Counts 1-0. 0-1. Amanda Riley's caught stealing.
Throw down from Jenkinson to Gabby Hunt. Gets Amanda Riley 2-6 on the caught stealing.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
So 2 down bases empty for Holly Cathius, one of 4 Seahawks seniors.
That's a strike. Getting a lot of comments from the Salve fans today, especially in this second game.
The crowd has grown from a decent crowd in game 1 to an even bigger crowd here in game 2. Late arrivals. First game started at noon. This game actually got underway just before 2 o'clock. Round at a shortstop. Hunt with it. Over to Catalanato. 3 up, 3 down after a leadoff single by Amanda Riley. She's erased on the caught stealing. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left in the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th. Salve with a 9-5 lead. Welcome back to Toppa Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Top of the 7th inning. Gordon College in its last chance against Salve Regina University. Scots trail the Seahawks 9-5. Andi Nelson pitching. First pitch strike to Rose Shannon, the Gordon College center fielder. Nelson in relief of starter Courtney Lotta. Lotta allowed runs in each of the first 3 innings, just 3 total. One of those runs was unearned. Both runs against Andi Nelson in the 6th inning were unearned as well. She has an 0-2 count on Shannon. Line drive caught in the air by Andi Nelson. Excellent defensive play by the pitcher. Brings up the shortstop, Gabby Hunt. One out, base is empty for Gordon College.
Called strike 1.
Nice job by Andi Nelson getting ahead of the Gordon College hitters. Nelson in relief has not issued a free pass. Holly Cathius wanting to get that strike call for her pitcher. Framed it well, and then turned to look at home plate umpire Paul Semenkow. Not there either. 2-1. Seahawks with a big 8-run 3rd inning. Jumped out to the 9-3 lead. Now it's 9-5 as that pitch is fouled away. Evens the count on Hunt, 2-2. Count runs full. Nelson got the first out on a low line drive back to her. That's fouled out of play. Grounded to Vanelli. A nice scoop by Angel at first base. Out number 2. Emma Du Bois at the plate. So Andi Nelson on the mound from Candia, New Hampshire, facing a Barrington, New Hampshire product.
KTS tries to frame that one. That's a ball. Cats 1-0.
It's a great skill for the catcher to have to be able to help out her pitcher.
Tries to frame that one again.
Looked a bit high, 2-0. Top of the 7th inning, Salve Regina leading 9-5. 2 outs in the inning. Scott's down to their last out. And Nelson with the diving catch, determined to finish the game right there. She does. She didn't want to throw one more pitch, Jacob. She was done. So she finishes it with 2 putouts in the inning. Seahawks win the nightcap, 9-5. Salve Regina, 9 runs on 16 hits, 2 errors. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Scots. Great determination in Andi Nelson in grabbing that. So the Scots fall to 11-13 overall. They had entered today at 500. Seahawks were 1 game under 500 entering today. They are now above 500 for the first time in 2019. CCC records are 2-6 for the Scots and 4-2 for the Seahawks. Winning pitcher will be Andi Nelson. That's her 10th victory of the year. She was the winner in the opener 4-0. And Mullally takes the loss for Gordon College. She is now 4-8 on the season. Thanks to Sarah DeWolf, our live statistician, Hannah Filio, our producer, and Jacob Florent on the broadcast. Jacob, great job.
Thank you.
Seahawks finish with a 4-0 and 9-5 sweep of the Scots. Ed Habshaw saying, have a great night, everybody.